Hello, my name is Barbara Livoreil, and I'm the manager of the CEEDER program of the Collaboration for Environmental Evidence. CEEDER is the database of evidence synthesis in environmental sciences, and it aims at providing decision makers with reviews that have been assessed for their reliability and relevance for environmental management. And today we are welcoming Sam Brown and Sean Longfield from the Environment Agency in the UK. Good morning, Sam and Sean.
Morning.
Thanks for being with us today. Let me first introduce you, and then I will ask you a few questions. So the Environment Agency is an executive non-departmental body of the UK government that works to manage and regulate the environment of England in a way that supports sustainable development. And to that end, it's also a public sector research establishment that conducts and funds scientific investigation to inform its policy, decision-making, and operational activities. And you both belong to the Flood and Coastal Risk Management Directorate, which is part of the Environment Agency and responsible for managing flood risk. You help your community build resilience and adapt to the ever-increasing risk of flooding resulting from climatic change. And within this directorate, the research team is tasked with ensuring that the community will have the evidence they need to shape the future direction and implement the current strategies. Sam, you're a senior scientist in the team and leads on the development of an evidence synthesis capability in order to drive wider moves towards evidence-informed decision-making. And Sean, you are the lead scientist responsible for setting scientific standards and developing new areas of inquiry. You oversee the evidence synthesis work and connect it into wider organizational and strategic objectives. So thanks for being here again. And please tell us a little bit more about the work you're doing with systematic reviews and how it got started.
Thanks, Barbara. It's great to be here to talk to you today. So my interest began, in systematic review began when I was doing Cochrane reviews in the medical sector before I joined the Environment Agency. And then when I did join the Environment Agency, it became clear there were a number of opportunities to use systematic review and evidence synthesis techniques to improve what we were doing.
Yeah, about 18 months ago, we started work to develop use of evidence synthesis, both in our team and across the wider business. And since then, we've been working to construct and demonstrate a place for evidence synthesis within our organisation. So we're showing where and how it fits into wider conversations and processes. And really, we try to generally spread understanding of what it is and what it can do as widely as possible across our organisation.
Mm-hmm. Where does the Collaboration for Environmental Evidence and CEEDER database fit into all of these?
One of the key rationales for doing this work from an EA perspective is to improve or increase the trustworthy and confidence of the work that we do, and to allow our partners to have greater confidence in us. So from our perspective, the work of the Collaboration for Environmental Evidence in translating evidence synthesis and systematic review techniques into the environmental sector has been a really important milestone, if you like, in improving the standards of evidence review in the sector. And so we want to be more trustworthy for our partners, and so we've adopted these standards for the work that we do.
Sean?
Yeah, I think we found another key benefit with the tools, particularly CEEDER, is we've used them to train future practitioners. So we recently ran an internal workshop to introduce members of the Environment Agency and DEFRA, our sponsoring government department, to evidence synthesis. And we did an exercise where we asked the participants to use the CSAT tool to grade evidence reviews of varying quality. A way of introducing people to the differences in rigour and reliability that you can get between reviews, And it was a real powerful way of making the case for evidence synthesis. And incidentally, the people who we ran the workshop with were able to apply the tool really consistently, and it really, I guess, teach them how to use CSAT and how it can be applied in practice, which is great.
And there are other tools as well that are very powerful facilitators of the work that we do. So the CEEDER database is a fantastic tool, not only for finding relevant evidence in relation to topics or questions that we might have, but finding evidence of a particular quality. And we've used that internally fairly substantially. And I'm sure as that the evidence that it contains continues to grow, it'll be a very powerful decision-making tool.
Okay, that's fantastic. Would you have any final thoughts or words of advice to somebody watching this video and who might be considering being involved?
Yeah, I've got some. If you're a decision maker, then you know it's incredibly important to have confidence in the evidence you base decisions on. And evidence synthesis really is a tool designed to give you that confidence, particularly in higher risk and higher consequence situations.
And I'd add to that more broadly, I think we accept that evidence synthesis is a standardized technique in the medical sector, where obviously it emerged with development of Cochrane reviews. And there's an acceptance that it should be used in those ways because there's a direct link between decisions that are made and potentially life and death situations. And I'd add that I think that the decisions that we have to make in the environment sector are equally significant, particularly around now where we have evidence of linkages between the way that the environment can shape health, but also in terms of obviously the wider agenda around climate change, mitigation and adaptation, where we're talking about society-wide impacts. So from that perspective, I think the use of evidence synthesis in the environment sector is well justified.
Well, thank you. That's really fantastic to get all these feedbacks from you too. Many thanks again, Sam and Sean, for being here today with us and having accepted to be the first to record these interviews. We hope to record more of such interviews in the future. So please, all those who watch CEEWatch, keep an eye on our CEE YouTube channel where you will find them. And please, if you want to get involved or if you need some training, with the Collaboration for Environmental Evidence is there for you and to help you. You can visit our website and you can contact us by email or any other means you can find on the website. Thanks for watching this video today, and thanks again, Sam and Sean, for being here. And I want to thank as well Matthew, who you don't see, who is behind with the techniques and the logistics. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Barbara. Thanks.
Thank you.